Greetings, viewers. Aziz Draws here. Last week, the season finale of released, and I can confirm you absolutely must not watch that episode while fasting. Watching season 3 did remind me, though, of a drawing I did of Mark Grayson last year, a drawing where the symbiote and the superhero joined forces. To explain why I made this drawing in the first place, we must go back to the pandemic era. During the year of 2021, I challenged myself to draw every day and post every day a new drawing. Each month, I would have a certain theme to help provide myself ideas as to what to draw each day. For example, January was various anime characters, February was Black History Month, March was cartoon characters, April was comic book characters, May was sports, and June was original characters. For September, the theme was crossovers. For the crossover drawings, I would place 2 or more characters from completely different shows and universes in the same composition. The crossover could be Dexter's Laboratory and Dr. Stone, Totally Spies and Powerpuff Girls, or Mob Psycho and Akira. One of those crossovers involved Mark Grayson, aka Invincible, and the symbiote from the Marvel Universe. If you remember that one scene from Season 2, then you know this idea isn't too far-fetched. I decided on a composition where you would see the symbiote steadily cover Mark's body, with a glimpse of the design for the black suit. After posting the illustration, there were requests to see the full design for Invincible's black suit. At the time, however, I intended for this drawing to be a one-off, and there weren't any plans to follow up with it. So, after illustrating the piece, time would go by, other drawings would be made, and Invincible would eventually drop Season 2. 3 years later, in May of 2024, I was considering what would be my next illustration. Various ideas came to mind, but eventually I found myself thinking back to this crossover illustration. I said to myself, you know what? Maybe I should draw the sequel to this piece. Because the initial crossover had the symbiote still forming around Mark's body, there wasn't a clear visual as to how the symbiote would redesign Invincible's suit. With this follow-up drawing, I have the opportunity to fully detail what that might actually look like. I observed the design elements and differences between how the symbiote looks on Spider-Man and his original red and blue suit. The key takeaway here is the symbiote simplifies the suit to a virtually black silhouette, with the only elements remaining being the spider logo, now much larger, wrapping around his torso, and the lenses. The symbiote does add one extra element to the suit, and that's the white squares on the back of Spider-Man's hands. This would also be the new location for where he shoots his webs, opposite of the original spot, the inside of his wrists. One thing I have noticed is, after the years of the symbiotes being a concept, more intricate designs have appeared in the comics as well as the films, such as Agent Venom. Because his suit has more components to it, leaning towards more armor and tactical gear, it is by nature more complex. I would keep this in mind while working on Mark's design, to remember not to lean too much into Spidey's design. After all, it's what the symbiote would look like if it encountered an Invincible, not Spidey. Now, conceptually speaking, Viltrumites are pretty ridiculous in regards to how durable and powerful they are, so having one bond with the symbiote and amplifying their already aggressive nature would be a planetary nightmare, I believe. The property damage and casualties from battles are things I truly don't want to put much thought into. There is one glaring weakness Mark would have to deal with if he does bond with the alien species: sound. Mark without the black suit is already sensitive to a certain sound frequency, and bonding with the symbiote could probably expose the weakness to an even greater extent. Unless Mark found a way to shield himself as well as the symbiote from those sound frequencies, the power boost he gets might not outweigh the cost of the weakness. To be honest though, I did not think that far into the what-if scenario. I just wanted to draw a cool idea. With that being said, here is my design for Invincible Venom, that's what I'm calling it. Let me know what you guys think about the suit, and let me know what you think would happen if the scenario did occur. Do please try to keep the discussions only up to Season 3 though. Some viewers, including myself, haven't read the comics yet. If you enjoy the illustrations I make, be sure to check out my website, azizdraws.com. You can buy prints directly from there, azizdraws.com/prints, and can even request prints of drawings now available on the storefront through the new print request form. Just type in the drawing you want with the link showing the image, and choose the size you want ordered along with the address you want it sent to. That's all for today's video. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you guys at C2E2.